Ever wondered why certain gods have specific curses or why a river is considered holy? I've realized that most of us only know 10% of our mythology. That's why I'm starting a brand new series, reading through the masterpiece Mahagatha. We're going to cover all 100 tales one by one. If you love Indian mythology but want to go beyond the TV shows and comics, you're in the right place. Subscribe and stay tuned because we're diving into the first tale right now. We begin our journey into the 100 tales of the Puranas with chapter 1, the beginning of all things. Brahma begins creation. In the beginning, there was nothing, only the Parabrahman. It was the supreme principle that had no beginning and no end, the absolute reality that was utterly indescribable, the divine essence with infinite potential. The cause and the effect blended into one. Self-created and self-contained. It had no form, nor was it formless. It had no traits, nor was it without any. Pure consciousness beyond the reach of thoughts and senses. A catalyst that was unchanging, yet it would bring forth every change. It was only when the Parabrahman willed it that creation of the material universe began. A universe that would now be manifest, discoverable, distinguishable. This will of the Parabrahman produced a vibration which birthed the first sound, and it was Om. The sound that contained all these sounds. And the first to form was the Mahatattva, or the primordial element from which originated the three gunas or the three attributes. Sattva guna denoting preservation, Rajas guna denoting action, and Tamas guna denoting destruction. The interplay of these three gunas brought forth the Panchatattva, or the 5 physical elements. Together, they made Prakriti or nature manifest. The gunas also gave rise to the 5 senses. These would be determined by 5 sense organs, which would be governed by the mind. With matter had come forth perception. Water now flowed and covered everything. Water everywhere, but nothing that would sink. The Parabrahman manifested itself as a divine entity who lay on these waters like a lily pad over a pond. Since water is Jnara and abode is Jayana, this entity acquired his name. The Parabrahman now implanted its own seed in the water. Thus fertilized, the water nurtured the seed and in due course generated an egg, a golden egg, that shone like an orb of light. Since this egg or anda had been spawned by the Parabrahman, it came to be known as Brahmanda. Nayana now entered the egg as Vishnu, the all-pervading one,
the preserver, presiding over Sattvaguna.
As this golden egg or Hiranya enveloped him like a womb or Garbha, it acquired the name Hiranyagarbha. A lotus with 14 petals sprouted through Vishnu's navel, and out of this flower emerged Brahma, another divine manifestation of the Parabrahman.
He created, presiding over Raja's Guna.
The progenitor bore a Kamandala or water bowl and a Mala or rosary. Born thus of a lotus from the navel, he got other names like Padmayoni and Nabhija. After spending a year inside the Hiranyagarbha like a pearl gestating in an oyster, Brahma split the egg into 2. The upper half became heaven and the lower half earth. Between the two stretched the sky. Brahma had begun the cycle and he knew how it would eventually end. Creation or Sarga would lead to preservation or Sthiti and finally give way to dissolution or Pralay. But as soon as one cycle would die, a new one would be born. At the end of every cycle, when all would be reduced to the primeval ocean of chaos, he would initiate this process all over again. An eternal sequence of cycles, a universe of interlocked circles, like a firework exploding in a dark sky. Brahmanda had come into being. Brahma sat gazing at what he had just created. Then he entered a state of meditation, and from his depths originated the four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. Little did the Creator know that four troubles were also about to rear their heads. Four troubles that would now endanger this very course of creation. Would well begun be half done? That was the birth of creation. But it is only the first of 100 secrets. Stay tuned for more as we uncover the next legend in the Mahagatha series. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and comment below with your favorite part of this story.